So I guess that we should get on to the third tool for assessing your website, and that is the clarity test.
Okay. So what is a really good idea here is to maybe mock it up in PowerPoint if you're not a web designer, or if you're not a graphic designer, if you've got Canva or whatnot, you can just put the bits together. And you can do this in 10, 15 minutes. You don't need to get a web designer. You can just put the bits together. Here's a
Just
picture
mock
that I
it
think
up.
is
Yeah.
right. It might be a free one I got off the internet. We're not using it illegally. We're just trying to mock up what it looks like. Then show it to
Mhm.
somebody else who maybe doesn't
Right.
know what you
Okay.
do, and say, what do we do? Like, this is the clarity
Yeah.
test. So the problem is when we work in our businesses that we're so close to it that maybe can't see the forest for
Mm.
the trees. And what I think is clear, because I know my business 10 out of 10, to somebody who's out on the street who's at 0 out of 10, they come, they're looking at it, and all you wanted to get them at is up to 1. Is it clear? So this may be a test that's a bit hard to do on your own. Um, But having done those first two, tool one, 10-second rule, tool two, think, feel, do test, tool three, does it pass the clarity test? Is it really
Mm.
clear?
Okay, James. So have you got some examples of how people might do this, or what that might look like?
Yeah. So look, one example is somebody that came to us, and I just gave them my time to say, hey, here's some thoughts on your website. They were a part-time interior designer who'd
Mhm.
built their website themselves, and I think they used one of the free, or one of the, was it Wix or Squarespace? It was one of those. I don't actually remember
Okay.
which one it
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
but they'd built the website themselves. They're an interior designer, so they understood design, so that they'd built a
Mhm.
website that was quite nice. It passed the field test at some levels. It looked nice. Didn't pass the think test. Um, didn't pass the do test, and the
Right.
feel could have used some improvement. Um, and
Okay.
she's getting no leads on the website. So I said, look, what you need to do is put a picture of a person. She had a lovely picture of a kitchen. I said, what would be great is
Mhm.
if that you and your client are in the kitchen, talking, sharing plans or something, like showing
Okay.
you working with
With
the
someone.
client.
Yeah.
But the kitchen, like, it's a beautiful photo. Would just be nice if there was somebody in there. And the picture was a bit low, so it's like, let's get the picture up the top, and then let's get a clarity statement in there. And the clarity statement had the term interior designer on it. Like, the fact it was the first two words, interior designer,
Okay.
and I think it had the location because she was in a particular area. So and that was it. You go, oh, that's very boring. Yes, it is.
Yes, but
That's the point.
it clearly says what you do, and if you're location specific, like this
Yeah,
example,
and
then
they
it
were,
makes
yeah.
sense, doesn't it?
She's,
Yeah.
I think, doing 20 hours a week, amongst other things, and didn't want a million leads. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Just
then,
wanted a few more leads than
yeah,
zero.
a few more than zero. So then, just got her to put in a do, so a call to action. Just make that clear
Mhm.
and in a contrasting color. So just walk through those things. Now, I talked to her on Wednesday for about an hour and just walked her through what is she needed to do. On Thursday, she
Yeah.
made the changes. On Friday, she got a lead, and then on Saturday, she got another lead. So that what all it said was people were coming to her website and going, I don't know what you
Okay.
do. I don't know what to do next. I don't know how to contact you. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't like or trust you because I can't see you. And just pass some of those psychological tests. And instantly, I mean, I'd love to say this happens all the
It,
time. And if you're listening and you make changes and it doesn't happen in one day, it does. There could be other reasons. Like, if nobody's going to your website, obviously another problem. You got to fix that next. That's
yeah.
another separate. But in this case, just kabam, just leads straight away.
Wow. Yeah. That's incredible. But I mean, it seems so obvious when we sit here and explain it out. Like, okay, do I think feel the think feel do test and having a clarity statement, all those things. It seems so simple and so obvious, but as we've said, if you're sometimes you're too deep in your business and maybe you can't see it.
Mm,
So that clarity test and getting other people to have a look at your
yeah.
site, just as you've done for this person, has proved to be super beneficial, and it could for others as well.
Also, when you're building a website, you possibly don't go to it with tools. You're just like, I want a website. I want a nice
Yeah.
website. I want it to look nice, or I want it to be professional, or like some of these ideas. And then you go to a web
Mm.
developer, and the web developer might be a graphical sort of person, or they might be a technical coding sort of person. And
Mm.
neither of those are necessarily thinking about the customer. The graphical person is thinking about making it beautiful, and they might give you a beautiful website.
Mm.
The
The technical
the
person's going
technical
to
person,
make it function
yeah,
well.
that's right. The mechanics, the engineering of it, and kudos to both of them. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
you
That's
absolutely
fine.
need both of those elements.
Yes. In fact, when you get a graphical designer and a web developer to work together, that's the best way. But then you get a website and you go, do I like this? Yes or no. Yeah. And it was very
Yeah.
subjective. Well, now you've got some tools to go, okay, I need to grade it against the, does it pass the 10-second rule? Does it pass the think, feel, do test? Is it clear? Does it pass the clarity test? You've got some tools to actually go, well, does it work? And ideally it's beautiful
Mm.
and functional, right? It's not beautiful or functional.
Yeah.
It's both.
You need both. You need both.
So I've seen some of the most beautiful websites that I have no idea what they do. It's just stunning. It's got all these things happening and things overlay as you hover over, and it's magical. It's like,
But what do you do?
and how do I do
Yeah.
business with you? Yeah, being unique and clever is less important in the first 10 seconds than being clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got a few examples here that we've done for some people. The think headlines, the clarity test.
Oh, let's run through them. Because
So
we have spent a lot of time debating some of these in our playbooks, as we mentioned, so we should run through them.
so the first one is our one: digital marketing that puts people first. When we look at our competitors, they're talking about results and experience. Results, experience, results, experience.
Mm.
We're saying, hey, we're going to talk about values first. And
Mm.
because that's what we want. We want people that align with our values. Results are very important to us. One of our values is performance. So we definitely value results. But we're talking about something a bit different by talking about people first. But the first words are digital marketing, because that's what we do. So people hit our website, digital marketing. If they want digital marketing, they go, yes, I'm in the right place.
Mm.
If they want flower arranging, then they click back because they're in the wrong spot, right? So that's fine. It's not like your bounce rate's going to go to zero. There will definitely still be people coming to your website who don't apply. That's fine. Getting the right people is great. We talked
Mm.
we did a playbook for a retirement planner, and we worked out that his should be lifestyle focused retirement planning. That's what he's all about. He does retirement. He was
Okay.
actually a financial planner who then specialized into retirement planning and really wanted to help
Right,
people
okay.
with their lifestyle. That was, again, as a values thing, but it's also a need that people have to say, hey, when I retire, I want to keep my lifestyle. So that's what we came up with. We also have another client that does ultrasound training for medical professionals. So guess what we did there, Clary Stowe?
Ultrasound training for medical
Precisely.
professionals. Ding, ding, ding. Well done, Jess.
Yeah. They had something before that wasn't very clear, and we just put that
Yeah.
on. Now their branding and everything's actually really nice. So the feel was quite a
Okay.
tick. Pictures of
Yeah.
them working with people, and that was really good.
Mm.
Another one was first choice in plumbing and drainage. They do plumbing and drainage, and their
Yeah.
motto is we want to be the first choice. So, but behind that is a picture of it's a drone over like a development. So they're not
Right, okay.
pitching
Yep.
themselves as the like solo plumber. They've got about 70 plumbers. They're pitching themselves as
A
bigger
big,
end of
big
town. Yeah,
company.
we're going to do
Yeah.
a development for you. We're going to do 100 houses. So between the hero video and the clarity statement, they're giving a picture of, yeah, we're the first choice because we're big and we're really good.
Yeah. You know what I like? I mean, maybe this is patting ourselves on the back, but I'm going to do it anyway. What I like about all of those clarity statements is I don't even have to look at the website. It's just us talking about them. I can have a pretty good guess at what the
Yeah.
business is. And I'd like to think our listeners can too. I mean, if anyone can't, please reach out and let me know. But I think, just that sort of those examples just really talk to all the points that we've made in these three tools about assessing your website. Like, just being really clear and boring is sometimes the best thing, because it makes it so easy for
Yeah.
people to understand that they're in the right place and what to
Yep.
do next.